Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. The Nats will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Elieser Hernandez starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
fans, a new season is upon us, filled with hope and optimism for the months ahead. And what better way to stay involved all season long than with a full or partial season ticket plan? Whether you're looking for a handful of marquee games or all 81 home games, we've got a plan to suit every fan's needs. Stop by any stadium ticket window and talk to a representative today.
The pitch. High in the air out to center field. Brinson is right there, and it's a very quick out number one.
Batting second.
Adam Eaton digging in next. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And that's taken for strike one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off them. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
And a ball 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
The 2-1 home. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Now the Marlins will see what they... Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes.
The second baseman, Jonathan.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row.
And a bobble out there by Kendrick.
Batting second. Not shortstop. Miguel.
Standing in now, Miguel Rojas, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
The 1-2. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Kendrick on to first, and they get them both.
Batting third, the left fielder.
So stepping in, Corey Dickerson, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Rounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Scherzer looks in. Here it comes. Lifted down the line. Left, and no one will track it down.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the... Now at the plate, Eric Thames, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Well, today's game provides the Nationals with an opportunity to complete a series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road. especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And they were able to put up double digits in the runs column yesterday, so a similar performance from the lineup would give them a good chance at least at a series sweep.
No doubt about it, Matt. They say often that hitting is contagious, and I hope that carries over. It's not easy to have double-digit knocks in a game, and they're hoping they can.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Eric Thames goes quietly leading off the second. Here's Howie Kendrick. As he'll take a look at ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Ramirez in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
That is good.
Striding into the box, Kurt Suzuki comes in 0 for 9 in the series so far, so looking to turn things around in this one. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. This one's down to third. Right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Settling in now, Garrett Cooper. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. This is in the air out to right field. Eaton is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. In now, Jorge Alfaro. And a look at the stats tell you how hot he's been in April. Well over 300 to start the new campaign. Popped him up. Suzuki moving to his left. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the third baseman.
Into the box, John Birdie. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Scherzer comes set and delivers. Skied into straightaway right. There to take it now is Eaton, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Pops this one up. Birdie has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Victor Robles digging in now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike.
At the plate, Max Scherzer. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Dickerson's there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Make it 9. At the plate, Lewis Brinson, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
The center fielder, Lewis.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. Brinson has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base and he's thinking about second and third.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
From the belt, the pitch. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. He'll feed it to Scherzer, covering to record the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Brinson, a runner at second with one away. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan VR. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0.
No, that's the ball. 2-0.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. The Nationals will, however, have to beat their opposition's best as they've got to go up against their ace in this one.
When you're playing as well as this team is right now, they've got them right where they want them. They're only down 1 early in this one, and when you've won a couple of games in a row already, you have that feeling you can certainly come back and win this one.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit.
Leading off with the Nationals, the shortstop.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Now, here's the pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder.
In now is Adam Eaton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Here now is Juan Soto. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
The windup and the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
0-2.
Out in front of that one may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Drilled to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. It remains 1-0. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper.
For the Marlins,
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Garrett Cooper.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. And an unlucky start to the fourth that time as the leadoff man is set down. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And you can see a 5-mile-an-hour difference on their best fastball there. 97 on one hand to 92 on the other. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Grounded to the right. He's got it. And the off balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, catcher.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Drilled on the ground to short. Turner gloves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point.
And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 2-0 count. The pitch. Finds the zone. Strike one.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Howie Kendrick. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Line toward right center. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The bat.
Hey, D-Roll, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock. Hopefully this is the start of many.
This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Over to VR. On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
Line drive to center field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1. They still bottom of the inning now, so striding in John Birdie. He flew out in his last at bat. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit around first, digging for 2.
Now batting, center fielder Lewis Brinson.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. One run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. The pitcher, Eliezer Hernandez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Villar, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch.
1-0.
In his career, Villar is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Swing and a liner. Foul. Second and third here, 1 man out. Right side, but it's well foul. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
Here now the 2-2. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
The 1-0 delivery. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here he comes on 2-0.
Nope, ball.
Corey Dickerson is on deck. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. That's popped up. Kendrick ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder,
Digging in once again, Corey Dickerson. No hits to this point. Scherzer comes set. Here comes the first pitch. He's running. And a step off, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. A runner on first with 2 away. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-1 pitch.
No, that's it.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
3 balls, no strikes.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
2 out with the man at first. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A runner on first with 2 away. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible. Off, and he still loses him.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. A ball and no strikes.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Turner at short. They'll go the short way to Kendrick at second, and that'll be that. In now for Washington, Victor Robles to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Another 2-2 offering. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this.
We'll get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here's the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The 1-2.
2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Here now is Trey Turner. He's set. Here it comes.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with one down. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
In now, Adam Eaton, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Daniel Hudson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. Harold Ramirez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. This is foul right side. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Down and away, ball 1. To second for Kendrick. On to first, and there are 2 down. Digging in, John Birdie. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the 0-1.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
A pause and the 0-2. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. Miami down. Ready for another chance? Juan Soto. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hit in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Thames.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Up next for Washington, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Coming to the plate now, Howie Kendrick. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball. 1-0.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in. Austin Voth will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Last half of the 7th here. Now batting, Lewis Brinson. And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time.
Now batting, the pitcher.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Marlins are challenging.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 2.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Villar. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Pretty much all set for the start of the inning. So digging in now, Kurt Suzuki. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Ramirez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The third baseman, number 13.
Now these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Digging in, the switch hitter, Asdrubal Cabrera. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Line drive to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Hernandez is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches. They trail it. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The Nats entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop at a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
And for the opposition, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark. So winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The windup and the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
High pop-up. Cabrera over to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Marlins.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Garrett Cooper. He comes into this at-bat 0 for 2 with a hit-by-pitch. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And there's the first strike. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And that is through into left field. A base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate. A crooked number going on the board.
There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball. You get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Two balls and a strike.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Softly hit to short. Gonna be a tough play. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Marlins forced to sell. Andrew Stevenson is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, shortstop.
A reminder not to touch that remote after we're through, as you'll see full highlights of the ball game this afternoon exclusively right here on the show. First offering on its way. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here it comes. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
VR ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Digging in now, Adam Eaton. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah.
Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. 3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
He's got it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The Miami Marlins led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Elieser Hernandez earns his first win of the season as he allowed